Good morning from France. Thought I'd just do a little video, tips. If you've never done a road trip to France for an holiday and you've got to drive 10 hours or 2 hours, it's the same tips apply. I just done another video and I forgot loads of stuff. I'm going to try and remember it now. First things, before you even get on the ferry, make sure you have got very good breakdown cover from a reputable breakdown cover persons in Britain. I broke down in the past and I've had to have hire cars. If you get an hire car off a breakdown, remember you've got to have a credit card to put a deposit down. They don't pay for that, the insurance companies. Make sure your car is tip-top condition before you get on that ferry. If you've got an older car, make sure get a garage to check it out. Not just a friend. Don't just think, oh, I'll get coolant. Get a proper garage, a reputable garage to check it out for you, because you don't want to be stuck like I've been stuck in France. And I'm quite mechanically minded. I fix all my cars, but you do get emergencies and things break that you can't be forewarned of. Before you get on that ferry, go to Alfred's, get yourself high vises for every passenger in the car and a warning triangle. Most modern cars do not come with a warning triangle no more. You've got to pay for it. Anything to cut costs. Getting on a ferry is really easy. Oh, another thing that I did forget in my last video. Insurance documents. You need to bring your insurance documents, your driver's license, ownership documents. If you're driving a mobility car, you've got to get letter and insurance documents from RAC. If you've got one of those, what do they call them, cars that's never yours, you've got to get the ownership document to bring it out of Britain and the insurance documents. Make sure your car's in tip-top condition before everything before you get on the ferry. Do your tire pressures, obviously, your high vises, your triangle, all your documents we've covered. A map, an up-to-date modern map. If your GPS goes down, or if you use GPS on the phone, sometimes your phone may not pick up its data allowance in this country straight away. So have a map ready just in case, because sometimes your GPS doesn't work. If your GPS doesn't work and you've got Apple phone or another phone, you can download offline maps that will help you as well. A really good mobile phone helps as well, I've found. They're a wonder, aren't they? Mobile phones, they get you out of so much poo in this life. So you're at the ferry port. You've got all that. You're getting on your ferry, you're getting a bit anxious. What we've done previous to this, we've learned from all the years we've been driving over here now. We've brought drinks and food with us for every member who's in the car. Bottles of water, a couple of bottles of water. I'll bring a little stove with me and a little kettle and a couple of cups and tea bags and coffee, because service stations are really, really expensive in France. Sometimes you can stop at what they call airs, no service station on them, but you can stop there, have a little sleep, picnic, rejuvenate yourself. They're more quieter than the service stations. If you want a little driver's sleep, is the airs. If you're on the toll roads, the airs are like every 10k, service stations every 30k. So you're laughing for somewhere to stop. If you're not using toll roads and you're taking the backwater roads, make sure you've got a crit air certificate. If you're going through pollution towns and stuff where you need this certificate, I always try and avoid them. This year I didn't even get one because I'm avoiding going through them zones. That's optional, that crit air, unless you're going through towns that need the appropriate certificate to go through, and you don't want to get a fine. Driving on the motorways, really easy. Don't get anxious, just follow the car in front of you. There's a couple of rules I always remember for driving on the other side of the road. Is always keep the pavement on your right, and if in doubt, follow the car in front of you. Roundabouts, look left, look left, look left, look left again. Roundabouts are probably the only thing that worry a lot of drivers when it comes to driving on the wrong side of the road. Just look left, and overtaking, I've noticed on the motorway, what a lot of French drivers do is they keep on the indicator throughout the overtaking procedure. I use exactly the same procedure. My dad's Spanish. I've noticed when we was driving when I was little, he always done that exactly the same thing. If you're driving 10-12 hours through France, you hit toll roads. Toll roads can be paid with cash or card. We've got a Monza card this year because there's no exchange rate. Previous years to that, they've added £2.99 onto 40 quid, and it's just less expensive to find a nice credit card that you can pay without an exchange rate on, or you can use cash. So make sure you've got your euros in the car. Petrol stations in France, most of them are credit card. So have a credit card. Don't change up all your cash into euros. Have a whack lump sum on your card, because a lot of things in France are card. Paying with a card at a petrol pump, I don't need to tell you how to do that. You can press the English button and go through it all. Paying with cash is a different matter at a service station. It's not like Britain. You just don't open your petrol pump up and put your nozzle in and then wait for it to come on. You have to go into the station, tell them the pump number, how much you want to put in, then go back out to your car and wait. What else driving through France? Hints and tips that I might have forgot in the last video. I've had to do this video again. I do forget. I do these videos off the cuff and end up forgetting. So you've got a tip-top car, you've got all your documents, you've got all your high vises for every passenger, you've got your warning triangle, you've got your food, you've got, I've covered your petrol. Try and stick to the toll roads if you're a new driver. They are absolutely lovely to drive on. They're not like our toll roads. If you're driving through France to southwest France or southern France, the maps will give you Paris. Try and avoid Paris at all costs. What I've done this year was on Apple Maps, I've got a normal map out and mapped my route around Paris and went that way, adding stops, so it deviated me from around Paris. Sometimes you can get stuck in the Paris ring roads on a weekend for 2 hours, you know, just because of traffic, and I couldn't be dealing with that this time. Buying drinks and stuff at service stations and everything like that. If you feel the need to stop at a service station and think, oh, I'm in France, I ain't never been in a service station, make sure you've got Euro coins for the espresso machines on the wall. You can easily spend on a 12-hour drive, 10-hour drive through France at service stations, €120. Add that to your tolls, which is on average is about €120 as well. That's €240 before you even started. Bear that in mind. That's why we cut costs and bring our own food and drink, and energy drinks as well, if you drink those. If not, make sure you drink coffee and keep alert and stop for driver's breaks. I stop for driver's breaks like a truck driver. 2.5 hour fag break because I'm a smoker. Maybe every 3 hours, stop for a little break. If I'm driving and I feel really tired, have a sleep. Please have a sleep, because if you're driving dusky sort of times, night times, you will need your wits about you. I'm not going to lie to you, sometimes it can get a bit airy on the motorway overnight, especially in France, especially when you're used to British motorways. You've got cat's eyes. Sometimes you ain't got cat's eyes over it. I've found driving a more modern car with LED lights, what we've got at the minute, absolutely excellent compared to previous cars that I've had. Old Range Rovers, old BMWs, old Peugeots. The lights are crap. They don't light up their motorways over here at night. Bear that in mind if you're driving at night. You need your glasses in the car as well. Your high vises, warning triangle, tip-top car, your documents. What else do you need for that long drive? But make sure you've got your glasses as well in case you get pulled up by the police and your glasses wearer. At least you've got all your bits and pieces, your documents, you can show them, you're all above board. I can't say enough, make sure you have got the best breakdown cover you can get in Britain. I've broke down so many times in France. 9 times out of 10 they won't fix your car. They'll impound it and give you an hire car. Remember, you need the credit card, obviously, what I've just said. They won't fix it 9 times out of 10. They'll impound it. At the end of your stay in France, the insurance company will probably get you EasyJet flights home, a cab to the airport if you're near an airport, because you can't bring an hire car from hire it in France and drive it to Britain and leave it there, so that's impossible. Learn your numbers for your petrol pumps. Make sure that you know how to use your translate options on your phone. They will come into a world of its own throughout the holiday. Reputable garage, check your car out, reputable companies on everything. Read the small print on it, everything regarding your breakdown insurance. In the past, I've got breakdown insurance. Just thought to myself, family 4 on low income, just get the cheapest breakdown insurance. No, even if you don't use it, it's peace of mind. You don't need to worry driving about. You've got enough worry driving in a foreign country on the other side of the road. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just get the most reputable which you can. Make sure you've got your medicines with you, what you bring from Britain, if you're taking medicines and everything like that. Otherwise, you know, in the journey you get a bit of indigestion and stuff, and you think, oh, I've got to go and buy some indigestion tablets. Everything's expensive at the service stations. A lot of things you've got to buy from pharmacies as well. What else? We had a spare. The wife's got a phone, I've got a phone, obviously the kid's got a phone, so we was okay for GPS and information and stuff for this journey. And it was a new car, this one, so it's been absolutely brilliant driving about in a tip-top car rather than an old one. I think that's about it for driving in France. Don't get anxious. It's not terrible. The roads, although Paris is really busy, that can fluster people. That can fluster the best of drivers. I'm a Londoner, so it didn't really fluster me that much. If you did want to go through Paris, it didn't fluster me one bit. The only thing that flustered me was tailgating in Paris, and they do love to tailgate in France. But other than that, driving on the wrong side of the road, or the right side of the road as they call it, is no big deal. Don't feel anxious about it. As I said, just follow the car in front, keep the pavement on your right. You're sitting on the right anyway, so always keep the pavement next to your elbow. You're laughing. Be really, really observant. 10 times more observant than when you're driving in Britain, because you're used to driving in Britain, and some things just come natural. When you're on the other side of the road, certain things don't come natural, like turn-offs for motorways. Do not miss your turn-off. You can add 2 hours to your journey if you miss a turn-off. France is vast. I've done it myself. I've missed a turn off and put 2 hours on the journey. I could have ended up at the campsite. Instead, I've ended up at an hotel, having to have a sleep because I just couldn't go on anymore. I think that's about it for driving in France. Told you a lot of the stuff that you need. If there's anything I've got questions about, put them in the comments. I'll gladly answer them. I think that's about it. Anyway, have a good journey, and it is a cheaper holiday if you stick by tips that I've told you, i.e. food for your journey, safeguarding them god-awful service stations, getting petrol. If you want to go into town and get petrol, it's far more cheaper than the service stations, especially diesel. I'm driving petrol at the minute. There's not much difference this summer, 2025, on the exchange rate. I've got about 600k range in the car, so that's not bad. I only have to fill up the once. I've done that at a service station, paid 10p extra, no big deal. It was easy, stay on the motorway. Toll roads versus the long way. I'm not using toll roads. That adds a lot of time to your journey, not using the toll roads. The toll roads are absolutely lovely. As I said, they've got service stations and things called airs where you can stop and have a sleep. They've got picnic benches. Some of them have got toilets as well. And for us men, there's a tree if you do get stuck. Anything else I forgot, I'll do a next video. And have a good one. Take care. Have a safe journey. And God bless.